Alright everyone, we are live. Sorry I was a little late. I was as soon as I got back from my workout, I decided to shave real quick. So that's why I'm a little late. But yeah, my voice is pretty much 95% better. So starting next week, I will release a schedule again. Anyway, we're going to be doing Pokemon Emerald with a random species. Emerald is the last game I haven't done yet in my new random streams that I'm trying to consistently schedule. So we're going to see what we'll do today. Also, the website seems to have changed. A lot of this stuff was hidden into the Advanced tab, which honestly, I only really mess with this stuff is when I want to uncheck this if I did random moon runs, but I'm not doing random moon runs anymore because I am doing them for videos. So we can just hide that. Day too late to film the Raticates. I mean, the Raticates were already filmed. I just didn't do the voiceover last Wednesday because my voice was really raspy and it was bad. The video would have sounded like garbage and I probably would have hurt my voice if I had pushed myself to make it sound good. Anyway, so yeah, why don't we see what we're playing with today in Pokemon Emerald. I think I already played that. Yeah, it's in the B tier. Let's try that again. Okay. Regenerate. Oh, no. Well, a starter. Not the right one. Funnily enough, its final evolve form is actually very good in Emerald. Because, the fact that, like, Crunch and Dragon Claw are special moves. But yeah, that's gonna be a rough one. Yeah, what better way to get back into Emerald than by doing this? Yeah, this is essentially going to be a vanilla playthrough. Yeah, looking... Not its Sun and Moon set. No. Emerald. Pound and Leer. Then Absorb at level 6. Quick Attack, Pursuit, Screech... Did we get any setup moves? No, nothing. Swords Dance Tutor's in the post-game, so that doesn't help us. I mean, I have played Sceptile and Sapphire. Let me go ahead and bring those results up, because we might have to play similar. Man, I need to change these thresholds. That's pretty top-heavy. But yeah, I had a 114.02 with 12 resets at level 67, and I think my final moveset was pretty much all attacking moves. But yeah, Emerald, it's definitely going to be worse, because we got to remember, we have to face Steven Stone. So, we might need to plan for that. Like, actually, why don't we bring up Kingler Calc and look at Steven Stone? Treecko. We'll try this at level 80 with 100 attack, 100 speed. At least with a neutral nature, we're not going to need much speed. The question is, could we get away with a negative speed nature? I'm going to try going with Brave. The fastest Pokemon in the game is literally 1/4. Yeah, we could literally run a minus speed nature and be fine. What's the Pokemon? Treecko. Oh, +5 cut. What was the +5 from? Oh, that was a... Are you talking about the actual speedrun? The alternate starter for Sceptile? Alright, so what are our best move options going to be? Let's see. Definitely Giga Drain. Honestly, Focus Punch Substitute might be a play here. We could go Sunny Day Solar Beam, maybe Hidden Power Fire or something. Honestly, let's give that a try. Wait, Dominic, that was you who kept coming in and out? In my Discord, can you please keep your name consistent so I know who you are? You can set nicknames per individual server basis. I don't think that's a Nitro feature. Alright, so yeah, let's give this a try. Let's see. I know for Steven Stone, there are other theoretical good hidden powers, like Hidden Power Water is also a good option. It gives you option against Flannery too, but I believe Treecko gets Dig. It does, so yeah, that'll probably be our option. I don't know, there is an argument towards Hidden Power Water, but let's look at Fire for now. Yeah, but here's a problem. At level 80, let's assume we have 100 defense EVs. Look at how much Aerial Ace does, 72 to 85. So honestly, Substitute's kind of pointless. We need to use Attract strats here. Yeah, John, I'm, excuse me. So yeah, I'm torn between Hidden Power Fire or Hidden Power Water. But then again, Hidden Power Water would let us beat Flannery. There have been some Pokemon where I've actually had to change from Hidden Power Fire to Hidden Power Water because of Flannery. Flannery was just too difficult. Fury Cutter is not a good move. It's only 10 base power. Let's never suggest that. We don't get growth by level up, do we? Leader, Absorb, Screech, Agility. No. So what if we had the sun up? This is going to take a while. Probably. I think we just need to plan... I think just plan Steven. I think the League is going to be easy. Well, maybe not Drake. Honestly, Drake might be hard enough to where we have to switch to Hidden Power Ice. Can you learn a rock move? Nope, we do not. Yeah, we would have to attract Sunny Day, Hidden Power Fire, but then... who would he send out next? Who he would send out next would have to be... Let's see. Generation 3, the AI, it bases it off of, like, obviously a move that's good against you. The problem is there's so many good moves that can be used. Let's see. Probably not Metagross. That could be it. Not that. Oh, it's 100% going to be Armaldo. 100%. Well, the problem is, Solar Beam just does so little. Well, this is with 0 special attack EVs, so what if we go Modest Nature? Actually, what's plus special attack minus speed? Quiet Nature. And, 200. The problem is, though, Aerial Ace just does so much damage. In power. Honestly, here's the thing with Drake. We can level our way past Drake. Or, we can level our way past Steven, but I think Drake is just going to be way too difficult. So I think we have to use Hidden Power Ice. And my right nostril is just running for some reason. There's... Dominic, there really isn't a spot in this game where you could utilize that. If anything, it's kind of a negative thing, because it makes them use Roar. You know what happened to Steve today? I went to a stream with him hours ago, never heard from him. Steve just got back to me now. Let me guess, he forgot. Where are we going to train? If my knowledge is correct, the best place to train for special tech is a bunch of Magnemite on the cycling road. And, let's see. Oddish gives special tech, right? I'm going to look at my Discord really quick, see if there's any useful EV training spots that actually made. Let's see. I'm going to go into the Emerald section. Let's see, special attack. Route 113 with Spinda, having a 70% encounter chance minimum in all 3 games. In Ruby and Sapphire, in Emerald, Slugma gets special attack. Okay, so Route 113. Unfortunately, that is after Watson, but that route with the Sandstorm is pretty much almost entirely special attack. Like 95% special attack, 5% Skarmory. Yeah, we'll be stuck at Watson for a while. Yeah, that's a big problem. But before then, actually, hold on. Oddish, 10%. Electrike, 30%. Bustle, 2%. Minun, 15%. What EVs do these give? Speed. Speed, okay. 10% Oddish, that's pretty terrible. Let me look at Route 115. Wrong route. 114? What's that one route? 116? Yep, there we go. What's the Pokemon? Treecko. Right there. Oh, 116, that's not right. What's the route on the other side? 17? There we go, 117. Ooh, 40% Oddish, okay. Luciana, that's attack. C-Dot, 1%. Volbeat, 1%. Illumise. What EV does Illumise give? Speed. Okay, so this route has 40% Oddish, so we would probably need to run away from most Pokemon. Hey, Robert. Oh, wait a minute, Robert. I remember random species. I'll do that for the next game I do. Sorry about that. I forgot you wanted Walrein as your members run, so I'm sorry. I'll schedule that for next week. Sorry about that. To be fair, Walrein would have completely destroyed Emerald. I'll do Walrein in a more interesting game. It's 9K. Oh yeah, we'll be holding the Macho Brace. Okay, so dude, what are we gonna do? I think 80's not enough. I think we need 90. 200 special attack, 100 in these. We can essentially get away with hardly any speed. What about Giga Drain? What about Hidden Power Water? Mudkip would have an easier time. Moon, maybe? I don't really do random runs in Moon anymore because I'm trying to record them for videos, but I'll, let me figure out what my next sets of random games are for next week. Emerald is the last one in my set. Let me see what the next few are. Let's see. The next ones I'm going to do that have Walrein in it is, let's see, Yellow, X version, Sapphire, Platinum, Black. Omega Ruby, Leaf Green, Heart Gold, White 2 Pearl. Would you be interested in X and Y? Hidden power. Just Treecko. Your choice? Okay, I'll do it in Pokemon X. I haven't really done enough runs in Pokemon X anyway. You know, theoretically, I could just go with that choice right now and not have to play this, but we don't really play with bad Pokemon in Emerald too often. It's pretty mixed board. Does Treecko learn Rain Dance? Does not learn Rain Dance. Yeah, but Hidden Power Water is a 2-shot, while Aerial Ace just does so much. Reggies are impossible because they only start with Explosion. And the thing is, we're gonna need a track no matter what. And there's just no way to get set up. Man, this is awful. I'm gonna put this to the down here. There's got to be some sort of other solution we're just not seeing. What sort of tutors are available? You know, I guess we never looked at Focus Punch. Not any better. It's actually worse. Yeah, even if I let Overgrow activate, it's grass still won't be the best. Any elemental punches? Nope. No elemental punches. We don't learn. Actually, while it is true that it can learn Thunder Punch, the tutor is in the post game. Man, it's a shame that Psych Up isn't a tutor in this game, because we could get Swagger. Yeah, it's just so unfortunate Swords Dance isn't available. It's giving me Weedle vibes. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be really, really bad. Yeah, it requires BP as well, yeah. So we would have to grind the battle frontier. Honestly, let's see, even at level 100, with a maxed out thing plus nature, 76 to 89%. Like, even holding Mystic Water won't do anything. Yeah, Treecko can beat the first gym. Yeah, we're not worried about that. Oh, I will name this torture. Don't you worry. I mean, the thing is, Aerial Ace does 50 to 59%. So I'm going to need like 100 defense EVs. I mean, some attack. As much special attack as feasibly possible. What I'm going to have to do is on the Skarmory here, I'm going to have to use a Tract on it and then 3-shot it, but the problem is that's going to put it into potion range. But what if I give it Mystic Water? 92% chance to 2-hit. I'm honestly wondering how useful the leftovers are even going to be. Because, I mean, when we get to the Armaldo, we'll lose half our health. Yeah, and then the question is, what are we doing for Metagross? Actually, hold on. What if we have Iron Tail? Iron Tail can 2-shot this thing, so maybe we won't need Hidden Power Water. We could use Hidden Power Fire. And if we have the Sun out, 62% chance to KO. But the problem is, though, when Armaldo comes out second, we would either have to use Attract on it, or just flat out use the 2 Iron Tails. But then when we get to the Metagross, we would have to waste that turn setting up the Sun. At that point, it's not even worth setting up the Sun. But here's the... Actually, we might have to use Attract on Armaldo as well. And just tank a Meteor Mash. But then when Claydol comes out... Like, actually, Metagross is 3rd. Who will be 4th, though? Probably Cradily. And I think when we get to Cradily, we can use Giga Drain to get our health back. Cradily can't really do much to us. And then for the rest of these, we can just spam Giga Drain. They really cannot... These 3 Pokemon can't do much damage to me. It's these 3 that are the problem. So I think what we're going to have to do is, at level 100 with Quiet Nature, maximum special attack EVs at level 100. Oh, look at that. Hidden Power Fire. 31% chance to KO. So you know what? Maybe what we could do, instead of setting up a Attract on the Skarmory, we can just straight up have a decent chance of KOing it. Honestly, I think Leftovers are going to be pointless here, because we can't really afford to get hit anyway, plus we have Giga Drain. 81%, okay. Then on the Cradily, or the Armaldo here, we'll have to use 2... Okay, I think that music's a little too loud. Okay, so I think after the for the Armaldo here, we'll use 2 Iron Tails. Unless we want to use... Actually, we will have to use Attract on this. We have to use Attract and hit 2 Iron Tails. And then when Metagross comes out, we have to have taken no damage from Armaldo. Then we use Hidden Power Fire twice. And then Meteor Mash here will do most of our health. And then when the Cradily comes out, we will actually be in Overgrow range, which will allow us to heal a bunch with Giga Drain. And then we can just spam Giga Drain for the rest. Okay, so I think we have our plan for Steven now. I think for the rest of it, though, here's the thing. We have to use Hidden Power Fire. What are we going to do for Flannery? Just to get Double Team? A little personal rule I have. It's kind of an unwritten rule. I can't just use 100, then immediately think Double Team. Double Team has to be a last case scenario. And besides, Double Team wouldn't really work out too well, because here's the other thing. Skarmory and Armaldo both have Aerial Ace. It skips accuracy checks. So even then, that wouldn't work. I will get the TM, but I'm only going to teach it in a worst case scenario. Nothing else is going to work. Flannery is just get very over leveled. Yep. I mean, we get Dig at least. Alright, I feel like we can get started now. We pretty much planned the worst of the worst. Wallace is going to be kind of a joke, I think. Drake, though, on the other hand. Oh, boy. Drake. Treecko learns Dragon Claw, right? No, that's only Sceptile. Honestly, I'm thinking for Drake, I don't see a way around it. I think we have to use Double Team for Drake. What do you guys think? Do you think we gotta use Double Team? Here, I'll bring up his team for reference. I mean, this thing doesn't look too bad, right? But here's the problem. This thing. I mean, Iron Tail, 17% chance to 2-hit. Even at 100, like, attack EVs. I guess at 100 attack EVs, it's fine, but this is, that's honestly cutting it way too close. But to be fair, we don't need all these defense EVs, I don't think. We can afford to get rid of some. Yeah, no Dragon Breath or Leech Seed. Endeavor, Crunch. Look at that, 77 and 91%. Would Miracle Seed help with this? 6% chance to KO. Feel like this is going to be a return spam? Let's take a look. %96 chance to 2-hit. And then we can Giga Drain that. Giga Drain that. And then use return here. Yeah, we're going to need to use return. So I feel like double team isn't completely required. Thing is, we're going to probably have like 100 speed EVs by this point. Even at -1 speed. Oh, we will not outspeed Salamence, but he should send out Salamence second. But the problem is, though, he very much likes going for Rock Tomb. Salamence is going to intimidate you, though. True, I forgot about that. We would have to have Substitute, but I feel like... Honestly, what I'm thinking... We're a high enough level where we could reliably use Substitute during the league. So I think our moveset throughout the entire league would have to be Substitute, Return. I think we're going to need to teach Giga Drain early, and there's only one copy of it. Actually, wait, no, I'm wrong. You can use a Heart Scale. So I guess we won't need Giga Drain, but I feel like it's going to be useful for Phoebe, I think. And, hey, Bedroll. Treecko gets Giga Drain and Pursued, yeah. Okay, I think we need to look at Phoebe. Phoebe will give us PP problems? Yeah, that's the big issue. It looks like, though, at level 100, though, her first Dusclops will be a one-shot with Giga Drain and Miracle Seed. And, never mind then. Giga Drain honestly kind of solves her entire team. But we are going to need level 100. I feel like we need it for Steven anyway. Long time VOD watcher, enjoy the live show. Thank you, I appreciate that. I hope the VODs have been great for you. Okay, anything else here? I guess Lepaberry? I don't know, though. Because here's the thing. Only this Pokemon pretty much has pressure. And if we have 8 Giga Drains, that's 2 there, 3, 4, 5, 7. But the problem is, if it survives, we still have that 8th, technically. We could probably, like, Iron Tail into a Giga Drain. I don't think we need that for it. Because Miracle Seed gives us that chance to kill. Okay, I feel like since we effectively have the League and Steven Stone solved, I think we just get started. Everything else is just going to have to be, we need levels badly. That's pretty much it. Alright. I'll let y'all look over this moveset one more time for any ideas while I set the starter. See, we're going Quiet Nature, plus Special Attack minus Speed. Overgrow's our only ability. Dark. Wait, no, not Hidden Power Dark. We're going Hidden Power Fire. Leech Seed for recovering. Dominic, that's an egg move. We can't use egg moves. Planning time is over, by the way. You said 30 minutes. True. Technically, the stream says 31:45, so if you account for the intro, technically, I've done my 30 minutes. Yeah, I'd say that was perfect. Yeah, for those who don't know, I try to limit my planning for these random streams to be 30 minutes or less. Unfortunately, Hidden Power Fire gives us 1 IV less in attack and special attack. 1 IV less in speed as well, but it's not that big a deal. Alright, we have to run a female starter. Because Steven Stone's Pokemon that we need to attract are male. Alright, gotta make sure the mapper's loaded. What the hell? I need to close Pokebite and reopen it. There we go. We're not going to need that up. Okay. Alright, now I just gotta change the overlay stuff and we can go ahead and get started. Yeah, Metagross is genderless, so attract strats do not work on it.
No.
For all those people who say attract is overpowered, it does not work on everybody. Also, for this overlay for Emerald, I'm leaving the money blank. For some reason, the mapper is bugged out, and it shows the money as a very, very large number. Alright, let's get started. You know, if we actually plan when we start our game, we could theoretically enter the Shoal Cave during high tide, get ourselves the rare candy and some shoal salts, and then we can enter during low tide. Which, if I take a quick look at my Discord here... Let's see, if the hour hand is in the high half, it's high tide. If it's in the lower half, it's low tide. So maybe if we set the time to, like... Problem is, like, the game runs on 4 times speed, so I'm pretty sure the real time, which is tracked in-game, will run at 4 times speed as well. So maybe I'll set my game to 6 AM, maybe? And then maybe... Dude, I'll probably... What's the default? I default set it to 10 o'clock, which is high tide. I think 5. Well, the thing is, I don't know how fast the clock moves, but... I don't know. I'm not going to plan the shell bell, but I'll set it to 5 AM. We'll give it a try. Alright. Time to get started. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, that is 5. Let's try it here. Get myself a potion. Yep, and we know the rules. I always gotta pick the grass starter. Some Mons don't believe in love for various reasons. That is true. Honestly, it is a meme, yes. I can't even remember what was the first Pokemon I ever named Torture. I don't remember what was the first one. It had to have been, like, Shuckle or something. Alright, I'm gonna use a Leer. There we go. It might have been Ditto. Probably. But yeah, I actually don't remember. Although there is a Pokemon Moon video coming out soon where I actually named something Torture times 5. And it definitely earned that nickname. It is actually the worst Pokemon I had ever played in Pokemon Moon up to that point. It is not one of the Ratigates. Alright, let's go ahead and catch our Pokemon here. Alright, I just gotta find Zigzagoon here. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we'll just leave the HM uses in there for now. Funnily enough, since Absorb is only 20 base power, it's actually weaker than Pound. It's only better if it's super effective. Sadly, we're just going to get a bunch of garbage EVs, and there's really nothing we can do about it. Although, Pokemon Emerald was the game that introduced the EV reduction friendship berries. They actually existed in Ruby and Sapphire, but they were just Poffin ingredients. Or not Poffin, Pokeblocks. They were Pokeblock ingredients. But Emerald actually added the functionality of reducing EVs, so if we need to, we could get some like Pomegg berries, for example. There's some by Fortree City. Where are my repels? You know, I actually don't think I want repels. Yeah, I don't want repels. I'm just gonna buy potions. Alright, be careful. Do not fight that kid. Okay, let's see here. It seems like we're doing pretty decent on levels so far. I'm definitely not going to want to face that guy. That guy's got 6 Wurmple. Okay, I'm going to save here. Quick attack, nice. It's the same base power as Pound, but it's got more PP than actually no, Pound has more PP. Okay. Oh, nope. Alright, I'm gonna talk to this person just so later I can go ahead and get a white herb, but this person gives you a free berry once a day. It's random. Theoretically, it could actually be a person berry, which you could actually use before... there's some major threat in this game early on where you can get confused. Can't remember. Uh-oh. Thankfully, I spent most of my money already. Oh, I still won. That's good. Oh. Do not black out. Don't forget a heart scale for Giga Drain. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll pick some up. Dude, I have to keep using potions because I don't want Treecko to die. Okay, we're good. My overlay just crashed? No, it didn't. It just froze. Okay. Alright, serious question. Is it worth teaching cut? No. No, it's not. Alright, let's just fight Roxanne now. We're pretty ready to fight Roxanne. I'm still going to be fighting almost everybody, but I am going to try and prioritize the Macho Brace for special attack training. I'm going to fight all of the trainers on the cycling road with Magnemites, and then in the grass on the route with the daycare, there's a 40% chance of Oddish. I'm essentially only going to fight Oddish. Well, I will fight some Pokemon that give defense. I'll fight some attack as well. I'll just do training all throughout. Get rid of this. Treecko be able to T-pose, or is it late on its car insurance? Yeah, like I said, sorry I don't have the money on the overlay. It's currently bugged. Dang it, dude. Oh, dang it. My god, dude. Dude, Bullet Seed's annoying. Pursuit. It is a special coverage move, so you know what? Yeah, get rid of Leer, I think. Yeah. Old Sprite joke and Geico. I did not know about the old Sprite joke. Also, pretty soon in Granite Cave, I can actually get an Everstone. Super Potion. Alright, that's speed, which I don't really want. Honestly, Pursuit's gonna do more damage. Man, I've never been so happy to see Pursuit. That's HP. I don't want that. That's defense.
What they're called. already empty. It's already empty.
You doing a Treecko run? Yep, sure am. Funnily enough, I could have done Wall Rain because I still owe Robert a member requested run, but I told him I'd do it. I told them I'd do it in Pokemon X version instead. Because honestly, Wall Rain and Pokemon Emerald would be pretty boring. Water types in Emeralds are honestly pretty boring to run because they pretty much all use the exact same moveset: Surf, Ice Beam, and Hidden Power Electric. They all run the exact same set. It's not even fun. So I think it'll be more interesting in Pokemon X and Y. I haven't done enough Pokemon in X and Y.
Well, I mean, there's that's used.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna buy some repels, 2 escape ropes, some antidotes, paralyzed heals, some potions. You know what's funny? In the newer games that I play for solo run challenges, for example, X and Y and Sun and Moon, the move Nature Power is actually very good. It summons really good special moves, but then in Emerald version, it's like Swift. Art scale.
Oh, there's a menu.
Speaking of members runs, I do have an idea for a suggested run. Didn't you already suggest one? I don't think so. I remember you said you were going to think about it. Alright, what do you want? Just tell me what you want and I'll think of a good game to do it in. Uh-oh. Well, good thing I already spent most of my money. Dominic, I'm going to ban you for that. Z Nature Power using Normalium Z becomes Z Nature Power. You want to know what it actually does? It actually uses the Z move of the move that would have been called. So if you use it in a place that summons Energy Ball, it becomes Bloom Doom. The problem is, though, in Sun and Moon, that TM is so out of the way to get. You have to do multiple different double battles, and you have to get it before the grass trial. Because technically it's located on the same route as where Brookett Hill is, but the problem is, half of the trainers there are only accessible after the fire trial. Alright, I'm actually not going to use any repels for now in case I find an Abra. Aaron. It's going to go in the worst tier possible. I think for me, that's the Wally tier. Also, this right here is an Everstone. I'm going to hold this right away throughout my training. Giraffarig. I probably wouldn't do it in Emerald since I'm already doing Emerald, but I have a bunch of random solo run games coming up next. I'll find a good game to do it in. We're talking, Pokemon Emerald Wally. Can I beat this guy now? Probably, I think. You know, I think if anything, I want to fight the trainers here. Yeah, I'll find a good game for it. But yeah, I think we're going to need all this training for Rival too. Oh my god. I wasn't looking and I was spamming a dark move. Thank God Bite is not a priority move in Gen 3. Wally and Oras is more memorable. Yeah, he is, I'd say. Sadly, no Aerial Ace. Yeah, that'd be too good, you know. Oh, that's everybody. But yeah, I think... Let's see, what would be a good held item? I'm thinking... Oranberry. But yeah, I do think we can take on Brawly. Oh, dude, I forgot to get the Miracle Seed. Screech. No. Okay, this thing is pretty bad. This thing's only attacking move is Focus Punch. It's only a threat if it uses Light Screen. I've almost never seen it go for it, though. Alright, this thing now. That was Overgrow. Ow, critical hit. Should I black out and keep the XP? Yes. Yeah, keep the XP. I need as high of a level as possible. To be fair, that Vital Throw was a critical hit. You know what? That's just getting my health back to full. AI played the lottery. Sure did. Dude, it just does that much damage. But you know what? This is actually a very good source of XP. Machop is giving me attack EVs. I don't know what EV Metatite gives. Yeah, this is a better source of XP than the trainers on the beach. It does take a while though. I think we just need to get lucky with bullet seeds. Oh yeah, I don't have a berry anymore. Should have gotten the miracle seed though. There we go. I just needed the luck. Speed EVs? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go back and get the miracle seed now. I have a feeling I might need it. Oh. Oh, that is annoying. Alright, here's the unfortunate thing. I'm gonna need to do the double battle. I could have just gone south, but I think that would have been longer. Oh well, this shouldn't take long. Watson, actually, I don't think Watson's going to be that bad. Grass does resist electric. Flannery's going to be scary. She actually is, yeah. If we went with Hidden Power Water, she'd be pretty easy, but unfortunately not, because Steven Stone is going to be way too brutal. We have to use Hidden Power Fire. But on the bright side, that blackout training we did gained us quite a few levels. Oh, dang it. You know, it's funny. Absorb would get a pretty decent boost with Overgrow, but it would heal us out of Overgrow. Guys, we're not going to get another Legends game anytime soon. Did you watch the Nintendo Direct? I did not watch the whole thing. What I actually did was I went to the Nintendo YouTube channel, looked in the videos tab, and just looked at everything that was uploaded within the last 3 hours at that point. Because essentially every trailer would have been re-uploaded there. It's interesting to see Pokopia getting 3 waves of DLC. Which is kind of funny because every other Pokemon game only ever got 2 waves. Pokopia is getting 3. Which is pretty interesting. It's probably just going to be like more environments. But I know a lot of people really liked that game. Treecko has an addiction to poison? Sure does. Yeah, Ocarina of Time's getting a remaster for Switch 2. I'm really looking forward to it. Kingdom Hearts even existing. I saw a lot of happy Kingdom Hearts people. I remember I was watching a video of like Point Crow reacting to parts of it, and when Kingdom Hearts came up, he's like, "No, I don't want to look. I'm still playing it. No, don't spoil it." It is Pokemon Animal Crossing. That is exactly what it is. I know a lot of people like it. Don't disrespect Kingdom Hearts. Hey, I mean, he's not wrong. We were in Copium for 4 years. Sure must have been fun, huh? Nice crit. The question is level 26 or 27 going to be enough to take on the rival here? But remember, the rival's going to have that combustion. Yeah, the Trick House gives a rare candy. It's always worth doing the first wave. Ooh, Mega Drain. 10 PP. Oh yeah, this girl gives 2 special attack EVs. Also, your best move is Pound. Pretty much. Honestly, maybe it would have been worth keeping Screech. But I don't know, I really needed Bullet Seed. At least Emerald gives you a lot of trainers. If we had to do Ruby and Sapphire with Treecko, it would actually be harder, because we'd have to do so much more training in the wild, it would not be funny. Okay. Okay, Mega Drain you. At least you wouldn't have to face Steven at level 70 plus, just high 50s. True. Maybe then I could have gotten away with Hidden Power Ice. But the thing is, though, there were far less trainers to face, too. I don't know, you guys remember when I did Wooper on stream in Pokemon Sapphire? That was horrible. Alright, I'm going to defeat this one trainer, then go heal. I'm just picking up all the items just in case I need to sell anything for money. Honestly, I think for this fight, I might want the Silk Scarf. Wooper sucked. Yeah, it was really bad. The worst Pokemon I've ever done it's in Sapphire, and it's not even close. Okay, let's give this a try. Oh my god, lucky crit. Okay, that was actually pretty lucky. But I was level 28. I was gonna win eventually. Level 33 Treecko Mega Drain. 9% chance to 4-hit. So yeah, we're gonna have to train on special attack on Oddish for a while. Well, we'll be training on special attack EVs, attack, and defense. Not speed. Speed is essentially irrelevant to us. At least both of these guys give special attack. On the bright side, training's been pretty easy. I mean, Brawly took a few blackouts. But they were very good XP blackouts. Level 30. Alright, here's a question. Could I theoretically rematch this person at the bottom here for special attack EVs? I know she has a Roselia. I don't know if she has a second one. If she does, she might be worth blackout training too. Actually, maybe not. That's barely any XP. I'm going to save her. Dude, I'm going to have to remember, like, which of these trainers have Pokemon with special attack users. I worry about holding the Macho Brace on a bad trainer and wasting EVs. Probably should have held a Cherry Berry for this. Agility? Gross. Ow. To get the 3 hit, we would need 150 at 35. Yeah, I think I'll just accept the 4 hit. Alright, Macho Brace. Alright, I'm gonna save before these guys, and if they give any bad EVs, I'm gonna reset. Shroomish, I don't remember what Shroomish give. Nummel. Special attack, I'll take it. Alright, I know one of these guys has a Sandshrew. HP. Okay. I mean, I plan to use a Pomegg Berry anyway if I need to. It's not going to be that big of a deal. Oh, right. This was the generation where Roselia only gave one special attack EV. This was before it got an evolution. I actually forgot about that. Once Badoo came around, Roselia went from 1 EV to 2 EVs. I forgot about that. It would take too long to blackout train to this person. I need some more antidotes. Hold on, N1. Are you using, what's it called? Are you using the Miracle Seed with those calculations on Magneton? Actually, I can just look. No, you did not. Try taking into account the Miracle Seed. Addicted to being intoxicated. Yeah, this thing needs to get help, you know? Needs help. You know, something I could do? I could actually blackout train to the Voltorb and the Magnemite here on Watson's team, because that'll give me speed and special attack. But I'm not gonna do that. He does not have Magnemite and Emerald? Right, I forgot. I guess blackout training to him would only be good for speed EV training. Actually, you know what? We can go buy vitamins right now. So if we get as much money as is possible, we can actually buy some calcium before doing the Oddish training. Also, Liquid Ooze would actually make us lose HP if we use Mega Drain on it. Alright, I think for this route, I need to take off the Macho Brace. Because these trainers have a buttload of Pokemon that do not give EVs that I want. So I don't want to hold the Macho Brace. Yeah, I don't know why the Emerald Overlay does this sometimes, where the enemy Pokemon just refuses to load in until a long time. I have never been able to figure out why.
That's it.
It's really inconsistent when it happens, too. These Beautyfly give really good special attack EVs. Oops. I'll need those nest balls for later. For the Meryl. Alright, let's go ahead and go buy those, calcium. No, I can just sell them at the booth. Alright, I'm gonna want to keep this, but at the same time, I will eventually get a PP Max. Honestly, I think getting calcium early on is more important. Alright, how many calciums can I buy? 4. If I sell a bit more, I can get 5. There we go. Alright, this will give us a plenty head start. Actually, you know what? Technically, it is the ideal scenario to EV train on the route with the ash on it. Let's see, according to Eel's calculations, at level 35, I would not be able to... Ooh, early barrel. There we go. Hey, Eel, what would be my Giga Drain range at level 35 with 100 special attack EVs holding the Miracle Seed? Man, I'm getting some good Oddish luck. Yeah, like, do some of the special attack training here, beat Watson, and then I'll do the rest of it on the Ash route. Man, this is really good Oddish luck. I'm impressed. Oh, wait, there's the route with the Magnemite trainers. Yeah, this whole bridge is like 90% special attack EVs. You know what? I probably should have taught Slam over Pound. Wouldn't really matter. Oh my god, I hate that guy. He talks too much. I can't remember which of these guys are trainers and which aren't. When do I get Giga Drain? 46. Oh, so it's Mega Drain I gotta use. Okay. All right. Let's do this. I'm going to hold a Miracle Seed for this, because I think no matter what, I'm going to get paralyzed. So I don't think there's any point in holding the Cherry Berry. Nice. One shot. One shot. This guy. Okay. Mega Drain. Let's go for a Bullet Seed. That crit kind of made it bad. Honestly, this level works just fine. Honestly, maybe all these special attack EVs weren't completely necessary, but I still need them by the end of the game anyway. Okay, that was stupid. That was so stupid. I had multiple different opportunities to use Mega Drain, and I got paralyzed every single time. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? This is going to help with Overgrow. Nice. Overgrow for the win. Overgrow. There we go. Easy. Overgrow for the win. Alright, pretty soon we'll have access to a much better route for special attack training. Oh, I forgot I don't have repels. I had to spend all my money on calciums. Okay, this person I know has special attack, so... Oh, Numble. Yeah, that's good for a special attack, too. Slugma. Oh, yeah, that, too. I know this guy is a Numble. Wait, that's probably only Ruby and Sapphire. I swore this guy had a Numble. Alright, I'm going to teach Secret Power for a spamming move on those Slugmas and Spindas. I'm not saying how we're going to be Flannery. We do learn Dig, if that matters. But, yeah. This lady is very annoying to heal up on, though. She talks too much. Yeah, we could use some attack. That is an ugly Spinda. I think I'm going to stay in this grass. At least we'll get the EVs pretty quickly. Have to hope for an overheat miss. I think so. Torkoal overheat versus a level 43 Treecko. 62% chance to Oko. So yeah, we're probably going to need an overheat miss. Either that, or I'm pretty confident if overheat cannot KO, the AI could go for body slam instead. I know the AI sort of deprioritizes overheat sometimes. Defense? We could always use defense. Treecko dig against Torkoal. 50% chance to 3-hit. Oh, that's not good. What about with soft sand? Does that change the numbers? What if I got the 100 attack EVs as well? Do 100 attack EVs with soft sand. Does that make a difference? Alright, let's see. Guaranteed 3-hit with soft sand. Yeah, but didn't you hear what I said also? What about getting 100 attack EVs? Does that turn it into a percentage chance to 2-hit? Not even close? Darn. What does the dig range look like at level 45 with soft sand? Does that turn it into a percentage chance to 2-hit? Wait, Pursuit's a contact move. So I could get burned here. There we go, one more spot. Yep. Still not. Unless you think 47 times 2 is greater than 100. Which means your school failed you. Well, where are you getting 47 from? I mean, 47 times 2, that's what, 94? Alright, at least we're almost near the top. You know, it's funny. Latios is still training to get Struggle for youngster Calvin right now. That's the maximum Dig can do to Torkoal. Well, dude, the thing... Let's see. What was the range you put in? 30 to 36 damage. Detect, gross. Oh, we're at maximum special attack now. Whoops. Because Memento? Yep. Because Memento. Yeah, Memento has to grind to get Dragon Breath, because with Memento it cannot get Struggle. Okay, I'm gonna get Dig, because I still think... Hold on, Eel, what about using Pursuit? Would Pursuit be good on Torkoal? Maybe Pursuit with Black Glasses? With all my special tech, could that help? Yeah, Psywave can't hit Poochyena. Thing is, though, I'm still gonna need a bunch of attack EVs, though. I'm trying to think of where is the best place to train for attack. Honestly, it might have to be, like, one of the first routes in the game for Poochyena. Treecko, Black Glasses, Pursuit, guaranteed 3-hit. Honestly, is that better or worse? I don't know if that's better or worse. 30 to 39, 35 to 42. Well, either way, it's a guaranteed 3-hit. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick up the White Herb, and before I go fight Team Magma, I'm going to go back to one of the early routes and go EV train on attack and get to 100. Well, enough, better than Dig when you have Black Glasses instead of Soft Sand. Yeah, but like, if they're 3 hits no matter what... Oh, what about Giga Drain with Miracle Seed at level 46? I just keep thinking of different things here. I'm gonna get this White Herb just in case. I just realized I'm still holding the Macho Brace. Alright, it does look like I will have enough room for, like, 50 attack EVs. So yeah, let's just get training. So close yet so far. Level 46, Miracle Seed, Giga Drain. Guarantee 3. Dude, everything I keep coming up with is guaranteed 3 hit. I feel like there's nothing we can do to get a range to 2-shot. There's just nothing. Oh, I'm maxed out, aren't I? Okay, we'll have to get that later. We'll have to train on those EVs later. Thankfully, there are plenty of EV reducing berries in the overworld, so I can just get the attack later. Most damaging option, by the way. Trying to think of a good held item here. Probably Miracle Seed. Yeah, I should have unequipped the Macho Brace as soon as I was done. Alright, so I do think we need to get return as soon as possible, so I will pick up the meteorite. Remember to delete bullet seed? Okay. Oh, I was gonna ask about spamming return with Silk Scarf, but I'm pretty sure return with Silk Scarf is, what, 112? That's still weaker than dig, so yeah, that wouldn't work. Alright, I believe I will need the charcoal for some ranges, so I'm gonna go pick that up. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go backtrack and go get return. I'll train along the way. Yeah, we just have to get level 46 for Maylene. Or not Maylene, Flannery. even though Hidden Power Water would make this so much better, if we use Hidden Power Water, we have basically no solution for Steven's Metagross. Nothing. We can dodge Meteor Mash without Double Team. Yeah, but still, that's like a 80% move. Besides, with Hidden Power Water instead of Hidden Power Fire, we'd have to 3-shot the Metagross. Hidden Power Fire lets us 2-shot it. If we were to run Hidden Power Water, we would essentially need Double Team. But my rule is, like, not just get to level 100. It has to be the absolute last possible option. Like, if there is a method we can do to beat the run without Double Team, we have to do it. If there's nothing, then we have to.
Tristan, it's a best.
Dude, I am, like, getting puzzled.
It's out of 3. Again, whoever. Out of 3.
Yeah, I think this is just going to be the best place to train, I think.
Rowan Man. At least has. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is just the best place to train. Especially with these guys running around.
Get out of the-
Shedinja can beat the game. I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it can. I remember Scott originally found it impossible, but then Ike the Killer found a way. Actually, Daniel, I don't think it requires much luck. Ike the Killer was able to do it RTA. And one, I'm not getting to level 48. That's way too much. You know what? Since we have to do so much training anyway, I think as soon as I get to 45, I'm using 1 candy. This is gonna take too long. Almost there. There we go. I'm using 1 candy. It's my only candy. I think the Trick House candy is the only candy you can get without Surf. Alright, let's head back now. You'll still need Double Team? Oh, Shedinja? Pretty much, yeah. From what I remember with Ike's strategy, It's basically impossible without double team, so you have to use double team. Oh. Wrong way. It's still all training we need. Dude, getting back here with Abra is without Abra is such a pain in the ass. But then again, I don't guarantee HM users in my runs. Honestly, I think the biggest difference with Scott doing that is he essentially always guarantees himself Abra. Also, I think I'm going to just deposit everybody to do blackout training. Do I have any money? I should probably spend it. Might need to fight the new guys. What are you talking about? Honestly, yeah, just blackout train here. If I black out, I'll go fight the gym trainers. Anyway, Mega Drain. Giga Drain. Secret Power? Yeah. Okay, Giga Drain. Okay. Oh, let me use my... Do I have a PP up? Yeah, I do. Alright, let's do some trainer battles. Oh, the news guys. It's only one fight, and it's a double battle. Isn't there a rare candy on the left side that requires cut? That is not a rare candy, that's a PP up. Yeah, I think most likely we are going to need level 48. But yeah, I think the true optimal way to beat this would be Hidden Power Water, train to level 100, and use Double Team for Steven. But at the same time, though, like I mentioned, his Skarmory and his Armaldo have Aerial Ace, so you would have to Double Team the Metagross. Yeah, that's Route 120 you're thinking of. You know, Cynthia would be less threatening than this. Okay, a Mega Drain is not enough for that camera, but thankfully it's an idiot. Alright, it does... Hey, Eel, what is the range at level 47? Because it looks like I start to have a chance to two-shot at that level. One in 256. So basically what you're saying is each hit would need to be the maximum possible roll. Then again, I think I just gotta do this until I get either level 48 and get the 50% chance to two-hit, or B, get an overheat miss. Or I guess see a critical hit. I need one of those things to happen. Or... Or I guess Flannery just completely throws the fight. Okay. He just completely threw the fight. But here's the problem, though. If we did that fight at a lower level, Overheat would always get the kill, and I think she would always go for it. I think I'm gonna pick up some Routine and some other high money items. I'm not gonna sell them, but I think what I want to do is after I use some of the EV berries to reduce like my HP, for example, I'll just use oh god dang it. You all saw nothing. I totally did not forget to withdraw my HM users. This run just keeps getting more fun. Hidden power. Should I teach? Honestly, I think I should. This will be helpful for Skarmory. Alright, so long, Pursuit. I'm gonna get some more hidden power TMs in case I need flexibility. Should I teach return now? I think I shouldn't. Yeah, don't teach return yet. Alright, I am not going to fight the left side. Someone on the left side has a Swellow. Route 2 on Melee sounds like Sun and Moon has a P-Wing sound effect from Smash Bros. 3. I wouldn't... I don't know. Maybe. I'll pretend I know what you're talking about. There we go. That was to prevent the full restore. Whoops. I'm gonna get this rare candy early, just in case. Now for the second hardest gym fight. I don't think Winona's gonna be that hard. Remember, we got hidden power fire. Altaria. Actually, is there any EV reduction berries in the berry fields over here? Repa, that's special tech. Pomeg. I'll take these Pomegs. Qualot. I think Qualot is special defense. That's space defense. I do not want those. Repa, is that special tech? Special defense. Okay. Yes. I'm gonna use these after the Winona fight. I want to get some more money. And I'll buy and use some protein and some iron. You know, it's funny, for a first stage run, this thing only has 6 blackouts and 1 reset. To be fair, though, it's because we intentionally trained. Teach return? You know what? You're probably right. I should teach it. Yep. Level 50 return, 3 hit. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. Uh-oh. You already posted that range. another hidden power just in case. Yeah, most of our training is definitely going to be blackout training in the league. What do you mean, uh-oh? Oh. Aerial Ace at +1. 60 to 71. I mean, knowing the AI, she'll probably just use Dragon Dance again. You might get outsped at +1. We'll see. Alright, so I think for my held item, I don't know what to use. Silk Scarf? What? I think Silk Scarf. Okay, yeah, that's an issue. Honestly, I think I need Citrus Berry. Maybe the Citrus Berry will let us survive another? We'll see. Dang, I thought Hidden Power Fire was down there. What was the minimum amount of damage Aerial Ace does? 73. That's not good. You might want 103 speed. Will 103 speed allow us to outspeed at +1? Okay, she is just being greedy. That was a crit anyway. Go screw yourself. Uh... 103. This is just for testing. I might reset over using these candies. I'm seeing what level I'm going to need. 103. Okay. Let's go do the training this way. Yeah, let's do all the training toward Lily Cove. You know, it's funny. This is the one downside of the minus speed nature. But at the same time, I didn't think it was a good idea to lower defense or special defense. Or like special attack or physical attack. I feel like this was the best we could have done. Sadly, we don't have Abra or Fly. Nope. Abras are pretty hard to come by. But I remember these trainers are actually pretty decent. So hopefully I won't have to go too far. I swear there's a trainer around here with a melodic. Stabli. Oh, you know what? You're thinking of Oras. Probably. Oras is the better hoeing game. Also, something I'm thinking, I was planning on using those special defense and HP reducing berries to get more EVs available. I think I'm gonna go do that pretty soon, and then use them to buy some protein. And some iron. How about them nuggets? What are these? Patcha berries. Oh, that's one issue though. If I go back and get those no, I'll go to the department store. The department store also sells vitamins. I swore there was a hidden item over there. Okay, I don't want that. Or that, or that, or these, or that. Keep the charcoal. Keep the protein. Keep double team just in case. Let's see. I would need 3 more protein and 4 iron. Yep. All right, let's use these EV berries right now. All right, grappa berry. Walleye berry. I do not want to use those. Pomeg berries. Oh, dude, dang it. Alright, I gotta use another Pomeg berry. Oh, I need another Pomeg berry. There's one near Fortree. I mean, besides, we're pretty much done here anyway. I hate that. If you try to use a berry in front of a berry patch, it plants it. It's so annoying. Alright, so here's our EV spread. 255 special attack, 100 attack, and 80 speed. And 75 defense. Still a range. Probably should have equipped the silk scarf. We might want to cut a bit of that speed. Maybe. Here's a question though. Where are the berries that reduce speed? That could give us extra room for defense or physical attack. Oh, I could have gotten that HP up. Also, pretty soon in the Magma Cavern, we'll get access to a PP Max, and we'll use it for Giga Drain. That essentially means one of the PP ups we used will be wasted. But honestly, I think it's fine. We needed the Giga Drain early on. Need to talk to the berry master in Route 123. Oh, does that person guarantee give you one? Not really. Is it random? Robat's just too fast. Yeah, unfortunate. There's no guaranteed method of getting less speed. Yeah, I think I figured this out during a... I don't know. I think it was originally during the Wooper run. I was trying to figure out where those berries were. Well, that was before I figured out they were garbage. Also, I know I could have gotten Substitute, but I don't know if I want it right now. Also, ah, dang it. That was actually pretty funny. Really? Dude. You're actually starting to be annoying. Oh my god. Alright, here's an interesting question. Should I use the White Herb for this maxi fight coming up? Because I think this is going to be one of the harder fights if we don't. I'm going to do it. I'm using the White Herb. Because the only other useful spot for the White Herb is Sydney, but I think Sydney's going to be pretty easy. Yeah, I think it makes sense to use the White Herb here. How's the run going? Slow but steady is what I'll say. Oh, that might actually be useful. Did you and Steve finish playing, what were you playing? Halo? Huh. Goodness. Even though my voice is pretty much healed up, I'm still sneezing occasionally. Oh, just testing? Okay. Well, Eel, at least thankfully we got the air cutter miss. Honestly, I think what I would have done, the alternative would have been allow for a swagger. Probably use a person berry. Oh, it was Halo? The Helix virus? How could I? How could I have contracted the Helix virus? Dome helps recover it. You're banned. You never question the Helix. If you had streamed, you would have had issues. Well, it's good to figure that out right away. But yeah, I'm still unsure when to teach Substitute, or if I should even teach it at all. Who does Treecko have to beat before being the worst in Emerald? Should I ban him? Let's give him a warning. Yeah, let him off with a warning. Never question the Helix. I don't... Actually, I should be able to check. Alright, the current worst Pokemon in my tier list is Magcargo. Magcargo got a time of 2 hours, 52 minutes. Do you guys think I can beat Steven in 1 hour? I don't think so. To be fair, I do know that Magcargo can get away faster time. Ike the Killer actually got a Magcargo time that was like 30 minutes faster than mine. Where are the attacks of that Mightyena? Simple. They don't exist. Its level up set is just that bad. Oh, we're in low tide. I think I purposefully set it to be low tide. Okay, let's see if I can remember where all the ingredients are. Shoal salt. Did that dirt pile just get smaller? Alright, I believe the dirt mounds are shoal salts. Hey, focus band. Two. I think I need 4 of each. Okay. Alright, I'm going to do something real quick. I need to go back to the player's house here and see what time it is on the clock. Okay, so it does seem like this clock does move at 1 times speed. Actually, no, it's, okay, so it does seem like I am not getting Shell Bell. Okay. Well, I guess that rare candy's off limits. I probably should have said it earlier, but to be fair, I had never purposefully planned for Shell Bell before. But at least I'll know for the future. Set it like an hour before. Hour before should do. That was another way theoretically winning. Focus band. Yeah, right. Honestly, I'm not kidding. That could be an option. Because honestly, I think for that... Actually, wait, no. No, it's not. I'm using charcoal. Because I need the charcoal with hidden power fire in order to make it a, like, 60-something% chance to one-shot. And that was with quiet at level 100 with maximum EVs. So that way I don't have to set up a sunny day. Because even with the sunny day, it still is a 2-shot on Metagross. Nothing I can do can make that a 1-shot. Nothing. Yeah, I'm only going to fight the good trainers. I hate this game. Forgot the badge boost. Oh my god. Eel, I 100% blame you. You were watching me do that the entire time and you never once reminded me. So yeah, that's your fault too. How dare you. Alright, so I'm guessing if I did forget them, then that means it should be close to a one-shot. Where's Focus Blast when you need it? Focus Blast would not help here. Oh, so it's a guarantee on the Skarmory. Okay. I was originally dealing with a 60% range. Dude, that's one of the annoying things on Kingler Calc. I'm not used to remembering to type in badge boosts. We only need level 98. That's actually good to know. Alright, there's plenty of other good trainers on this route too. Oh my god, this stupid person. Alright, I'm gonna hug the lower part of this route now. The lower part has some really good bird keepers. Hey, look, it's cool trainer Warren. He's here on vacation. Nature Power Earthquake. That's the first time I've ever seen Nature Power in Gen 3 not be Swift. Alright, that should be enough training. But yeah, theoretically, we could let go of Mega Drain right now for Giga Drain. I'm just not sure I do, though. I'm not sure if I want to do that. I'm trying to think, like, where could it be useful? Honestly, it's best not to teach sub right away, because if I do, what if I need to teach attract? My moveset will be kind of constrained. I think I'm better off not doing that right now. Yeah, you want to know a funny thing? Treecko learns Giga Drain by level up, but not Grovyle or Sceptile. Fun fact, because of that, the only way to get a Swampert in Gen 3 with Hydro Pump is you have to let Mudkip not evolve for a long time. Counter. Okay, phew. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Okay, held item. I'm thinking Silk Scarf. Alright, let's do this. Peyton and Liza. I think get rid of that clay doll right away. Okay, now it's just Satu. Damageless. I am not looking forward to all of those levels I'm gonna have to train for. Eel, did you seriously... Eel, did you seriously delete those messages? Dude, did you just... Eel, what the hell? Did you put the guy on timeout? Eel, what did you do? Eel, are you kidding me? You didn't actually ban that person, did you? Well. Sorry, Eel, you lost your mod privileges. Uh-oh. Dude, I literally said... Why would I ban someone over just saying heal it? Like, the Lord Dome will treat you better. Like, come on. Was that... Did you do a ban or a timeout? This is a huge difference. A 1-minute timeout, I think. Well, I'll double check. I can check studio right here. Let's see. Yeah, timeouts do erase messages. Fun fact, if you time out a mod, it removes their mod. Let's see, I think it'd be under community. No. Settings. Alright, looks like Daniel's typing again, so... Alright, I guess it was just a 1-minute timeout. Alright, so I'll resume. Can a mod time out another mod? That I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think a standard mod can ban another... There's standard mod, and there's like a higher up mod. It's still for the best. Eel does... I took away his mod privileges. Yeah, I believe there is a ranking of mods. Believe me, I had to unmod one of my previous mods before because they were just straight up kind of being mean to new viewers. Wasn't making a good impression. There we go. I mean, I forgive Eel. At least it wasn't a permanent ban. It was just a 1-minute timeout. But I still took them away because no mod is ever allowed to ban or time out someone unless I explicitly say so. I mean, you even asked, should I ban him? And I said, let's just give him a verbal warning. That did not mean 1 minute timeout. Trust me, if Steve did the same thing, I would unmod him. But I know Steve wouldn't do that. Besides, it's not like he's ever in my streams anyway. You didn't know what you were doing? But still, you have the ability to hover over the 3 dots and, like, say, like, put on timeout or ban. You had to have known what that did, right? I asked Steve ban a person before. He and mod on my channel. Rarely do you want a timeout or worse, a ban? Yeah, true. I feel like we should all move on from it, though. It's all in the past. Alright, I'm not going to bother fighting the people down there. The people at the bottom of this gym don't really give the best XP. Not like the remakes. Overgrow for the win. Yeah, this is, honestly, this right here is why it's a kind of a good idea to keep both Mega and Giga Drain. Why does Juan and Wallace have women in the basement? Don't ask these questions. It's all consensual, you know? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of the candies. Also, I might actually get the rare candy inside the granite cave. The very annoying one to get. He promised them fame and money. Where have we heard this before? Oh my god. Alright, is there any other candies I need? No, it was pretty much all of them. It's a shame I won't be able to get that candy. I'm gonna check the clock again, actually. Okay, yeah, so it does seem like that clock runs on 1 times speed. Oh, get the mock bike. Alright, I need to buy some super repels. Do I have a Pokemon that can learn Flash? Nah. Also, I don't think it's that big a deal. I sort of memorized it. Don't forget the one below the bridge. I thought I got that one. What do you mean below the bridge? I swore I got it. Okay, I need a Flash user. This isn't going to work. I believe Tentacool will learn Flash. I'm getting a Tentacool. Oh. Alright, I'll just teach it to Treecko and just go to the move deleter. Whatever. I need escape ropes. Dude, I hate the Gen 3 marts. I hate the Gen 3 marts. Yeah, getting the rare candy in this game is way worse. Dang, I went pretty far on that one. This is the hard one. Oh my god. Dude, it's so hard. Oh my god. Okay, that was just dumb. Oh my god. Got it. Alright, that's all the candies. 14 candies. Alright, so if I'm gonna want level 96... honestly, I think start the league at level 97 or 96. Yeah, start the league at 96. So I need to use 96 minus 14. That is 72? No, it's 82. Yeah, that's 82. I'm gonna need to grind in the league about 19 levels. Oh, I better go delete Charm off my moveset before I continue further in here. That's like 15 to 20 league blackouts. That's horrible. Yeah, but what choice do we have? We don't have any other choice. We need those levels for Steven. There's no other way to beat him without those levels. Alright, I'm gonna get Flash off my moveset. I have tested this one other thing before. Sydney's Pokemon do not give great XP yields, so if you're actually unable to defeat Sydney's entire team consistently, it's actually faster to train in Victory Road. Although I think Treecko can very easily defeat the first 3 League members. Probably die to Lance, or Drake. Oh my gosh. That was stupid. How in the world was Hidden Power Fire not doing enough? There we go. It crit anyway, go screw yourself. We're getting closer and closer. Yeah, Matt Cargo got a time of like 240 something, or like 252. Yeah, I know Ike the Killer got like 30 minutes faster, but then again, we're not Ike the Killer. I'm pretty sure he also planned out his run too. Because that Matt Cargo run I did had no pre-planning. Wonder how Scott will do. He'll hate it. Actually, I believe his next Emerald videos are going to be with, like, coughing and Ekans and Meowth. That is not going to be fun. Uh-oh. Giga Cargo. Okay. Alright, so I think my best held item here is going to have to be Everstone. Commence the blackouts. Yep. Yeah, this is going to be absolutely terrible. Honestly, would it be worth doing this league blackout training with a substitute? It would make Sydney and Phoebe way more consistent to beat. Head to another Dusclops. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Oh my god. It's gonna be a little annoying that I can't be healing that, Honestly, I think I will go get Substitute over Mega Drain. I think it's time we get rid of it. Treecko is yeah, it's got a bad PP problem. Actually, how many, Lepa berries do I have? Nice crit. Really? Oh, nice. Maybe I should just spam Hidden Power Fire here. Alright, anyway, what's the level I'm grinding to? Yeah, I wanted to start the league at 96. -96 minus 14. -98 minus 14. That's 84. Yeah, I'm gonna have to grind to level 84. Oh my god. Honestly, the fact that we can barely take on Sydney and we keep losing to Phoebe, I think blackout training, I think training in the league might be better. Do we have any PP ups? Got one. I'm gonna train here. Just we're not able to reliably knock out Phoebe's team at all. Yeah, this will straight up be better. Trick House PP Max. How far deep in the Trick House is that? Yeah, normally some of the Pokemon here are bad, but the Hariyamas and the Golbats are really good. You know what's funny? During all this training, I could theoretically get the clock to go into high tide. What level do I want? Level 84. Then I use the candies to get, wait, no. 84, that's not correct. 82. I need level 82, so I need 13 more levels. Because at level 82, 14 candies gets me 96. And then the Elite Four should gain me 2 levels. And then I can fight Steven at 98. Can I buy escape ropes here? Of course not. I need to time how long it takes to get a level doing this. Yeah, I really hate the fact that Game Freak's like, hey, we're going to put super low-level Pokemon in Victory Road. Oh, God. Okay, that's annoying. So, how's everyone doing? Yeah, Golbats are terrifying, but they give one of the better XP yields here. Can you buy Hyper Potions in the league? I actually don't know. You know, I think level 70 should do. We should be able to hopefully start beating Phoebe now, but I'm not sure. You know what? I actually have an idea. What if we get a heart scale and get Pursuit? And that's only like 10 power stronger. Oh, we do sell them here. Okay, now this will be better. I just hope we can reliably start KOing Phoebe now, but I'm doubtful. Alright, this is looking good, though. But my worry is, like, are we going to have enough regular ethers and lepa berries? I want to save the elixirs if I can. Let's see how well we can take on Glacio with Return. But yeah, I think Substitute here is kind of a trap. Oh wow, that does like nothing. Let's see, I've got Max Elixir, 4 Elixirs. You know, I think all we really need for the League is like the 2 Max Elixirs. I think that's really all we need. So I think I can just use the Elixirs up. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Because that should allow me to knock out the 3 consistently, so that will actually speed things up. I'll still need 11 more levels, though. The song he always plays in his head, right? Dude, 1 hidden power? Oh, good gosh. Alright, I'm gonna have to let this thing kill me now. Honestly, I think the only point of using Substitute in this fight is just to block a turn 1 sand attack. Ooh, nice. Nice. Nine more levels. Yeah, I can use the elixirs and lepa berries. I just cannot use the max elixirs. Yeah, Mega Drain's just too terrible. Hey, Walrein, the Pokemon I could have played today if I didn't hate myself. But no, though, next week we'll be doing Pokemon X with Walrein. And then, wow. I'll need to find a game for Shadow Stitch's, or no, Shadow Trait, my bad. For Shadow Trait's member-only run. I can't remember what she suggested. I'll need to ask her. No, Daniel, I think you knew what you were doing. At least we're closer than we think. Alright, at least at level 73, that first Dusclops is a guaranteed 2-shot. This looks like a guaranteed 2-shot with Giga Drain, which is good. Oh. Citrus. Yeah, the Miracle Seed would actually probably be better here. Do I have any Leppas? Yeah, 2 of them. Let's see how long we can last here. That's kind of funny. This Altaria sucks. These... Yeah, Winona's is far better. Oh, here's an interesting question. Did we need Iron Tail for the League or just Steven Stone? I think it was just Steven Stone. I think the plan for Drake is just spam return. You know what's funny? This Emerald playthrough feels so long, but this is the average length of a Moon playthrough, which is pretty funny if you think about it. But the Moon playthroughs don't really feel so long to me. Hard to explain. Called it bad and it swept you. How sad. Oh, that works. Whoops. Oh my god. Dude, protect and pressure is so annoying. At least we're almost level 76. We're almost there. Maybe it's just the vibe. It might just be the vibe, yeah. Maybe it's because I expect it to be long. Hey, Bedroll, welcome back. You know, it's the interesting thing. Using 1 Giga Drain on the Crawdont actually does not matter because of how pressure works. If we have an odd number versus if we have 8 versus 7, it's still the same amount of Giga Drains. Just not much of a chatter. Well, you chatted now, didn't you? You want 82. Also, those 2 hour. Also, those 2 hour 40 minutes. There's less gameplay and more blah blah blah. True. I kind of use it to like get my head straight. Original LGM or Treecko? He's never played Treecko and Emerald. He's played Sceptile. That might be what you're thinking of. To be fair, that was his very first one. Actually, I think it was his second. Actually, what's sadder is his first attempt at Primeape in Fire Red. He completely forgot Bulk Up. Even in round 2, he completely forgot about it. You want 82? Yeah, I think you were right. It is 82. It's funny with Moon. I think the cutscenes give you breaks, so it becomes a classic long distance versus fast sprint. I think so, yeah. It's kind of why like a 3-hour Moon run is less mentally tiring than a 2.5 hour long Pokemon Yellow run, for example, if that makes sense. Oh my god. There we go. This kind of sucks. If I didn't do that whole low tide, high tide bullcrap and just did the default 10 a.m., I would have an extra rare candy right now. I mean, I did use one early rare candy as well. So if it weren't for that, maybe I would only need level 80. The red runs used to have 2 playthroughs. I pretty much only do 2 playthroughs in red or yellow if the first one was bad. Alright, time to use another elixir. Man, I kind of want to check the clock again, because as soon as it hits 9 o'clock, it turns into high tide, which would let me get that rare candy. Actually, can I check the clock in the thing? No, I can't. I'm gonna check. Not even close. Hey, at least this is all learning for the future. Like, next... Like, I think instead of setting it at 5, I should have set it to, like, 7 or 8. Or see, I just need 3 more levels. Officially worse than Mech Cargo? Yep. Makes sense. Wait until we do Slugma. Actually, honestly, I think Slugma might actually be better than Mech Cargo. Because it doesn't have the 4 times water weakness. Oops. No, it's too bad versus Wallace. I don't know. Remember, 4 times weakness. Okay, I am really hating that Bennett. Okay, at least Giga Drain knocks it out. That's good. Hopefully I'll be done soon. This is my last elixir. Alright, 2 more levels. I think I need to start holding a miracle seed now. Would Silk Scarf be better? Maybe. But then again, we're still just blacking out right now. Yeah, this is my last blackout where I could utilize an elixir. Alright, we're almost there. Yeah, I think I'll equip a Silk Scarf for Drake. I don't know, I think I want to hold Miracle Seed because that Flygon lived at like 1 HP. And I think I was level 80, so I think 81 might make more of a difference. At least I hope so. Damn. Okay, he kind of threw that. Victory. There we go. You know what this reminds me of? Hey, we finally beat the hardest guy in the game. So now what do we do? Now we get to play the game. Oh shoot. I didn't use the candies. You know what? Whatever, I'll just use the candies at 83. Let's see, 83 plus 14, that's 97. Yeah. And I'm certain Drake and Wallace should get me 1 level. If not, I can just train in Meteor Falls. Alright, candy time. Wait. There we go. It's all worth it now. $97. Can anyone rewind the stream and tell me what time it was when I started the blackout training? Overgrow. 224. Dang, so what was that, like 40 minutes? 240. Wait, hold on. I'm getting 2 different results here. Okay, one of you guys is very wrong. Alright, last max elixir. Hopefully Wallace gets me level 98. I think he will. On the bright side, I need level 98, not 100. Thanks to Eel for figuring that out. Clear body. Yep. Nice crit. N1 is correct. Okay, John, so you were way off. So yeah, this took like, let's see, 34, 44, 54, 04. Yeah, about 40 minutes. To train like 19 levels in the league. But at the same time, we had no choice. We had to do it. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna have to do some training in Meteor Falls. Okay, at least it's good to know that that clock moves at 1 time speed. Good to know for next time. At least we don't need leftovers. True, actually. Since we barely survive hits, and we have Giga Drain, we actually don't need it. Question is, what was my held item? Charcoal. It was charcoal. But if I recall correctly, I have Attract. I have Giga Drain. Actually, wait, do I even need... Yeah, I do. I need Attract for Cradily. Not Cradily, for Armaldo. I'll need that, though. Iron Tail. Let's see. I need Giga Drain, Hidden Power, Attract, Iron Tail. Yeah, get rid of Return, and I'll get rid of Substitute for Attract. Alright, now I just need some XP. I don't mind using some Iron Tails here. I only need 2 Iron Tails for the whole fight. Huh. This place is pretty good compared to Victory Road for training. But to be fair, the advantage with Victory Road was being close to a center. Alright, one more. There we go. Yeah, we only needed 2 Iron Tails. The rest of it is Hidden Powers and Giga Drains. Okay. This should be a one-shot. Yep. I knew that was set. Alright, so this needs Attract. Oh, Slash. You know what? That could still work. Play Doll. Oh, that's actually bad. That is actually pretty bad. I should be able to stall these turns out. Oh yeah, he's stalling those turns. Alright, 2-shot. Ooh, and it missed. Okay. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on. Yes, Overgrow. Overgrow saved the day. 11:54 game time, 3:08:20. 21 blackouts, 6 resets, level 98. First try. That Cradle, he really tried to ruin me, but Overgrow Giga Drain saved the day. Okay, worst Pokemon I've ever done in Emerald. Six resets, 21 blackouts, level 98. Game time of 11:54, real time of 3:08:20. Yep, right down here. It's about, what is that, 16 minutes worse? The Route 1 mons are better than your grass starter. I hate that, but the answer is yes, it is. To be fair, though, Zigzagoon's a pretty good normal type. Early Headbutt, Belly Drum later. It's actually pretty good. Poochyena, it's terrible, but it does get Howl. Treecko would be so much better if it had growth. If this thing had growth, so many of its problems would be solved. Just growth, Giga Drain, Pursuit, Hidden Power, Fire. That's all you needed. But anyway, yeah, thank you all for stopping by. I do appreciate it. This has been a long one. But hey, I stuck to my 30-minute limit on planning a run. Yeah, the next stream will be tomorrow, where Ike the Killer, Steve, and I will be doing Mega Camerupt in Pokemon Crystal. And then I'll create a schedule for next week. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Have a great rest of your night. Or for John.